some money for yourself on a go, or if you're a stay-at-home mom, there's different types of strategies available for you to pull this off. And guys, this works like a clock, especially if you have a little bit of skills in videography and just kind of creating unique marketing angles in the restaurant itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly describe the tea for how you could pull this off. So this way you could make extra couple of $1,000s per month just promoting restaurants. You could do this in combination with all sorts of other side hustles that I already described, ranging from drop shipping, ranging from just in general building your personal brand and reselling whatever kind of digital or physical products, whatever the case may be. There's many different structures, many different paths to pull this off with. But this Freedom Fusion path is legitimately probably the most easiest path for any kind of mom who is very comfortable with either creating UGC content directly for the restaurant and promoting, like going into the restaurant, promoting the restaurant with your loved one and showing like how you're eating and a bunch of other stuff, and literally out of that content, monetizing that content further with the restaurant and show an example of the simple and pushing further to get more deals from the restaurant to promote that kind of restaurant using UGC. So this is small. This is just small part, guys. You could do this. This is so easy. I have done it already with my for one of the big restaurants, Texas Road Chain House. I just went in as a customer, created a video, and boom! After just creating a video, that's it. I already had a fire video and it took off. It started trending. Like the entire song that I used in that video started trending, and lots of people started reaching out. So guys, if you want to learn how to pull this off and how to use restaurants to spawn money, then squabble up, because I got a hot spicing tea for you to explain. I'm going to explain to you really quick for how you can pull this off to see if this is for you. This is for any kind of lucrative moms who are ready to spawn money on an extra side hustling basis, and sometimes heck even get free food as well from those restaurants. It's absolutely insane. And get retainers, monthly retainers from those restaurants, so this way you could you obviously make more money or whatever. So there's a couple of ways for you to skin this cat, guys. So if you wanted to promote restaurants and spawn money, a couple of things you got to understand. First of all, what is your skill set? If your skill set is good enough with you, then congratulations, this is a very good path for you. Now, what exactly do you do? How do you connect with those restaurants? First, you have to understand what exactly you're going to be offering to those restaurants. Keep something in mind, those restaurants essentially want to increase the popularity, they want more audience, and as a result, they want people coming in on constant basis, so they want regular people creating content here and there. So obviously, they would be willing to pay a couple of bucks here and there for a talent agency that orchestrates a bunch of those restaurants and gives a little bit like a fee, agency fee, and then the talent agency, which is my agency, Freedom Fusion System, connects those restaurants together with such moms like you. And what you do, you create a bunch of videos for those restaurants, and of course what you do, you also can negotiate further with the restaurant to do more than just creating a bunch of videos, but also doing digital marketing for those restaurants. So in this, essentially what you're doing, you're combining multiple services for the restaurant to increase your chances of striking a deal. So this is how it works, guys. If you really want to spawn extra money on a monthly retainer basis from those restaurants, all you need to do is start off with basic offering and scale that offer further with additional incentives for that restaurant. I'm going to go ahead and I'll give you an example what kind of offer you could give to a restaurant, so this way they're going to be most likely the type of restaurant who's going to pick you versus another mom. So here's what you want to offer. And keep something in mind, you don't need to offer all of those different things. It's just if you do offer all of those things, you will have a greater chances of striking a deal with a very powerful restaurant and get that monthly income coming in on a regular basis. So this is not something, guys, different from what I already was telling you about and across all sorts of other business models. It's in congruence with all those business models based on your time frame and timeline. So if you're a mom on a go or a stay-at-home mom and trying to figure out like, oh my God, what can I do? Ron Wells is talking about restaurants. Earlier, he was talking about hash brown strategy for how to blow up on threads. Today, he's talking about restaurants. I can't keep up. Guys, look, I'm not saying you need to pick all of those different paths. My talent agency, what we do, we figured out all of those different paths for you and develop those paths, so this way you could actually have comfort, enough comfort for you to pull the trigger and start making money either from any of those business models. You don't need to kind of be like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna just jump into this restaurant thing. I'm just saying this thing works. This restaurant thing works. Why? Because first of all, you get free food. You could literally like get free food from certain restaurants, guys, using this strategy. Second of all, you get that monthly retainer. And third of all, you could expand your services and packages and offer additional upsells for those restaurants, so this way you can make more money. I'm gonna give you a good example right now, guys, and then you kind of, as you're listening to this, see if this is for you. Maybe you will listen to this and you'll be like, nah, I actually want to start off by being a TikTok shop affiliate. I want to become the next wave of creators, but I want to become very creative, but I think I'm not ready to be, you know, squabbling up together with restaurants. I think I'm good, Rome. I'll start with a TikTok shop affiliate. And guys, if that's the case, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But the only way you're gonna kind of determine which direction to go is if you kind of look at your life holistically and ask yourself, how much time do you have to be kind of playing around and promoting restaurants? If you do have a little bit of time, like when you're traveling, maybe stop by a restaurant, record a video, and tell everybody like, oh, this restaurant is fire, add some special effects, add some little angles of the video, make the video looks absolutely insane. If you guys want to see an example of that video, I already dropped it for you in YouTube, so definitely take a look at an example of that. You're gonna see a video that I literally just dropped like maybe 10 minutes ago of a restaurant. Like when you see that, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I want to do this. Maybe it's gonna be you. Maybe you're gonna be like, no, you know what, I'm not ready for the restaurant thing. I want to do TikTok shop affiliate thing. You know what, in fact, I don't want to do TikTok shop affiliate. I want to do something lighter, something that because I don't even have 5,000 followers. I need to do something else. Rome Wells tell me something else. Guys, look, if you don't want to do TikTok shop affiliate, if you don't want to do restaurant thing, if you don't want to do anything, like you're super lazy, then the best thing what you could do is resell other people's products, using just by building personal brand, creating a bunch of videos, talking about different business systems, doing a little bit of side hustles, like really stupid easy side hustles, like the ones that I described, for taking a bunch of pictures. You drive from one place to another, take a bunch of pictures, you make money. In the process of you doing that, you just create a bunch of BS videos talking about all those side hustles, and as you do that, you develop a brand, and of course you're delivering value, you're providing value to people, explaining how to make money with it. But this is the stupidest, the quickest, and the most laziest way. The same way how I'm kind of doing now. I'm recording it and explaining to you and breaking down those business models. Later on, you could expand that further and grow your company into what's called talent agency. And that's what I do. I specialize in connecting moms over 40 with brand owners, type of brand owners who are interested in regular people. They're not interested in necessarily some sort of influencers out there who are like, who have millions of views or anything like this. No, they're interested in micro influencers who can help their restaurant to, for example, get bigger, grow bigger. And if you learn some of those skills that I talk about, and of course, guys, I talk about many different skills, but if you learn, even if a small percentage of those skills that I describe in my channel, like even if it's a small percentage, maybe you'll be like, yeah, you know what, Rome, I like the idea of creating videos, I like creating content. I feel like, you know what, I feel like I could do this restaurant thing. You know, spill a little bit more tea. Tell me more about that restaurant thing. Like, how do I do this? How do I connect with them? What kind of services can I offer? And what can I literally show them as a package? Why would they pick me over somebody else? Guys, so this is the thing that I'm gonna quickly break down and tell you what you could offer to them. I'm gonna iterate through the tea for what you can offer to them. Now, whether or not you're going to be able to offer that to them right away from day one, obviously depends on your overall skill sets. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I'm going to go ahead and list those things that you're going to offer them as a package, okay? And in fact, over here, you see the chicken Slovakia place, John's Pizza? You see that? Yesterday, I went to that restaurant. Before I tell you about the packages that you're going to offer to those restaurants, so this way you could spawn more money, let me go ahead and tell you the story about this John's Pizza restaurant and what happened yesterday when I went to get some chicken Slovakia platter. And of course, if you haven't seen that video yet already on my YouTube channel, go ahead and take a look where I'm literally saying, hey guys, I'm heading out to get some chicken Slovakia platter. So guys, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to understand. Here's So yesterday I walk in a restaurant, and when I walk in a restaurant, I see a really stressed out employee who is really trying to pick up the phones, trying to get. There's so many orders coming in. Customers are like literally in front of this mom over 40 who is trying to serve all the orders, right? So I'm kind of describing this story about this restaurant. You could see the restaurant. The restaurant name is called John's Pizza. I love this restaurant. I've been going there for past 30 years. But yesterday, what I discovered something very unique, guys. I discovered a problem when I went into that restaurant, and not necessarily a problem that I'm dissatisfied with food or anything that kind of problem. No, I discovered a problem of actual, like a restaurant struggling, getting a lot of calls, and they're getting a lot of people calling and a lot of customers, and of course, there's it's hard to process all of those things on shot at one time. So what I do is I kind of listen to the situation and try to figure out, okay, how can I interface in a mix? How can I help that restaurant owner on some money? So, and this is what I do. I literally tell the owner, I say, look, I noticed that your employee is trying real hard. She's trying to process all of those phone calls, and she's getting stressed out. This mom over 40 was so stressed out, she actually yelled at the person, like the person who was in charge of the restaurant. It's either I'm gonna do this or I'm out. Are you gonna do it? And if you're gonna do it, or whatever the case is, I'm out. So she was so stressed out, and that was when I saw that. I quickly intervened and I said, "Hey guys, I've been going to this restaurant for 30 years, and I love the chicken Slovakia platter here. And you know what? I noticed you guys are a bit stressed out, and I understand that a lot of people calling in and everything, but and I noticed that one of the reasons why you guys are stressed out is because." There's customers trying to get the food and everything while you also trying to pick up the phone, and all of this is happening at the same time. What if I can help you solve that problem? And although it's not going to be the biggest way of solving it, but it's going to help you. And would you be open to listening for how to solve this problem? At that particular point, the person was so shocked to kind of hear that from a customer. Me as a customer coming down for the past 30 years trying to order chicken Slovakia platter, my favorite dish. They started listening. So I told them, look, the reason why you guys are so stressed out is because, well, you get way too many calls. Why you even bother picking up those calls? Did you know that you could have AI literally picking up those calls, taking all of your orders? This way you can spend more time on the customers who are actually in front of your counter. So this way you could process them, and this way you guys don't get stressed out. So this way it's not going to be like cat and mouse type of thing, or a cat and a dog fighting between one another. And when I proposed that to them, they were just blown away. They were like, what do you mean AI can pick it up? And I was like, well, I mean, AI got super sophisticated. You could pick up phone calls. Heck, you could even increase more people coming down to your restaurants with QR codes and all sorts of other shenanigans. So what I did is I described to them, this is how my talent agency could help them. We could go ahead and set up a voice call AI system that's just going to pick up the calls, take the orders, make it, and print everything into your system. So this way you're not going to be missing an order. And this was an example of one strategy. And right away, the owner was like, "Oh my God, that'll be perfect." And at that time, at the moment when they were having problems, at the busiest time between like 7 and 8 p.m., when you hit them like this, when you go like, forget about just doing this, sending a letter, email to the restaurant owner. They're gonna be like, "Who the heck is that?" Like if you are, and I know some of you will say, well, I haven't been going for the past 30 years in any restaurant. How the hell am I supposed to do that to make some money and approach those kind of restaurant owners? Guys, I get it, which is why I'm giving you another style of training in my talent agency to help you get connected with those brand owners, those restaurant owners, so this way you make that monthly retainer. And of course, I don't need to tell you what that retainer is going to be for you, how much it can mean for you in terms of changing your life. But for some moms over 40, it's a huge game changer. And the best part about it, you could be like spawning money, guys, doing that stupid thing. Just going, like, whenever you go to any of your restaurants, next time when you go to a restaurant, pay close attention to what people are talking about when they're, especially in a busy time, and intervene in there and try to pitch them your Freedom Fusion System CRM. You probably will say, what is that? Well, this is your future CRM system that you're going to be selling to them. This is the system that I'm going to hook you up with. You could literally, I could train you in the system. All you do is you literally give it to them, to the restaurant owners, and say, look, you're having a problem. People not picking up. Your employees trying to pick up the phone, but they're fully stressed out. Look, we could help you set up the system so this way you have, it could increase your bookings, increase your customers, and we could go ahead and help you make sure that the system is fully tuned for your menu, and make sure that the AI bot is not going to say something crazy. It's just going to respond. It's going to print the order, so this way your employee can continue with the order after they handle whatever the local customers that are right in front of their nose. And of course, if you come up and say something like that, they're going to be like, oh my God, I want the system. And of course, Freedom Fusion System CRM, I could hook you up. It got email nurturing campaigns, book appointment system, many different functionalities, QR code generator, and so much more. Is built on a platform trusted by thousands of successful businesses. You could use it right away, guys. I could hook you up. Jump into my community, DM the word PATH on my Insta. So this we could sell this system, but keep something in mind. When typical business owner, they're not going to be like, oh, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with you. They may look at this and they may say, nah, you know what, it's only happening, I'm only busy between 7 and 8, it's not really happening often, but so maybe I don't need this system, right? So what you want to do is tap into the packaging world, where you want to package multiple reasons and for this person to actually get, for actually wanting to buy your services, whatever the services that you're selling. So of course, what I did right now is I gave you an example of how to come up in front of a restaurant, how to pitch your thing, and how to do so confidently and walk away with a retainer. Literally, that's what I did. All you need is a skill now for how to go ahead and build a bunch of AI bots. Don't worry, my talent agency can show you how to do that. It got simplified. The whole process of AI is just so much simpler nowadays. It's no longer where you need to be like a super sophisticated nerd trying to figure out how all those things work. So it's super easy, guys, nowadays. I literally wipe coded an app the other day. It took me less than an hour to wipe code an app that would have taken 1,000 engineers in the past 5 years creating the app. So it got super easy, guys. Don't be scared about any of those AI skills or anything. You'll quickly learn that. The most important part, what I want you to guys learn, is how to create those relationships with restaurant owners, so this way you hit them in the right moment and the right time and start spawning money. And of course, guys, you could combine this together with doing something more for those restaurant owners. You could literally tell them, hey, look, not only can we help you solve this problem where apparently you're losing orders, your employees are getting really angry at you because you're trying to process too many of those people. It's a complete nightmare. Way too many people trying to call between 7 and 8 p.m. Sure, we could set you up with your own book appointment system and help you help AI pick up all those calls. It will solve part of the problem. But by the way, did you know that we could also offer you something more? And of course, the restaurant owner is going to be like, okay, well, what do you mean? Well, we could do, you just happen to be lucky. We specialize in UGC content, and we could make your restaurant pop to increase the chances of getting even more people. All we got to do is advertise your restaurant across multiple socials using several social platforms. And what we do, we specifically work with different types of restaurant owners to help them blow up across socials. And we do this across YouTube, TikTok, whatever. We do it across multiple places, and we use innovative skill sets to really get your audiences glued. Specifically, we specialize on Nextdoor, on Facebook, Meta, Threads. As soon as you mention all of those different things, the restaurant, if you're going to be super technical, guys, and going to be describing every single thing to a restaurant owner that doesn't necessarily have any understanding about any of that stuff, then you're going to lose them. But if you tell them, look, we just specialize in social and promoting your restaurant across multiple social platforms, and we'll create fire looking content. So this way you're going to have more customers. If you guys are interested, we could offer that as a service, where we do a couple of videos per month on a retainer monthly basis. And we set you up in a Freedom Fusion System CRM to blast your content across multiple socials locally. So this way you have very good social presence, very good search engine optimization. We'll also provide Threads bots, SEO, LLM, a large language model search engine optimization that targets people based on trends, based on any other keywords, and includes your restaurant in the mix. If you offer that, guys, that's it. You basically, you got it golden. You got it good. But the question is, how the heck can you offer something like that if you don't understand the skill? This is where you get to learn that skill. Jump into my community, guys. I have thread stack digital power bundle. Start off with that, and when you're ready, jump into one of our feudal incubators that fits most for you. And trust me, guys, in those feudal incubators, you learn how to do those LLM, search engine optimization bot LLM systems for the restaurants. Get them on a retainer, show them the cost, for how much it's going to cost to promote their restaurant across multiple socials with this dynamic search engine optimization, voice searches, and all sorts of other things. You're going to show it to the restaurants for how to navigate through multiple high cardinality heterogeneous complexities with ease. And of course, guys, in the process of doing so, you'll make a lot of money doing so. Now, keep something in mind, not every mom over 40 knows how to do something like search engine optimization LLM and or anything else like that. Many of you guys just like need to learn this, and it will take a little bit of time, but I promise you my talent agency is ready to help you guys squabble up with those brand owners, so this way you have a greater chance of success. And whether you want to offer something like starting off with the basic UGC videos and then offer something like Freedom Fusion System CRM, or offer additional thread stacking expertise, truly depends on the relationship life cycle, and how well you're going to nurture that relationship and how quickly you're going to be able to deliver. And of course, we're going to help you learn how to scale, how to do this. Specifically, that's what our talent agency does. We specialize in helping moms over 40 learn how to take all those systems, operationalize them, help you develop those Freedom Fusion paths that is most compatible for you, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or on a go type of mom. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get some coffee, but hopefully you found this enjoyable, and I'll see you next time. Take care.